How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Rads. Let's talk today Nottingham Forest and transfers. In this video, of course, still plenty of things going on at the club and things that are still going to happen. Plenty of rumours in, and I'm sure there's still going to be some players to leave the club. Hopefully more of the deadwood options, so to speak. Of course, Forest played their final pre-season game yesterday against Olympiacos. A fantastic 4-3 win away from home. We seem to be good at winning away games all of a sudden. I must say, I rate this. I really do rate it. I mean, is this new away kit the new high-vis and orange away kit? Maybe. Maybe. I hope it is. I want to thank everyone as well for 6,000 subscribers on the channel. We got that a couple of days ago, so thank you very much for that. It doesn't go underappreciated or unnoticed, any support that I get. Still kind of feels a bit surreal at times that I do get, well, do any of this, to be honest. So thank you very much to everyone that supported the channel. But we don't stop there. The season is starting just next week. Fantastic way to go into it, earning 6k. So let's continue. So let's talk firstly about Roman Sosa. This deal looks like it is off. It was going on for a few weeks. It's a bit disappointing, I think. You know, he looked like a good player. Yeah, I'm not going to say that I knew a lot about him. I mean, if you did, unless you're a South American football guru, then I'll be surprised. I would. Because I know a bit about him now, but not enough to really be too disappointed. Especially when we're after other options on the wing, which we're going to get onto in a moment. But let's talk first about a potential striker coming in. Yeah. Let's talk Santiago Gimenez. Honestly, this is a really, really interesting rumour. And seems to be, as ever, a very ambitious rumour from Forest. 26 goals last season for Feyenoord in the Dutch league. Oh dear, we're linked with a player from the Dutch league for a big fee. It's not going to go well, is it? Or will it take a year for him to bed in like it seemingly has done for Ibrahim Sangara? Only, I don't really think you can at all compare the two. It's not fair to compare the two. But 41 appearances, like I say, 26 goals, 51 goals overall for Feyenoord. So a very, very good return. He won the Eredivisie in the 22-23 season with Feyenoord as well. So honestly, I like the look of him. I have had a look at some of his clips, and he can score a large range of goals, whether it's with his head or it's a tap-in or it's from range, and that could be really useful. And I'm not really sure what this means for Wood or Wani. Like, one of them surely is going to get pushed out a little bit if you're signing any striker of Gimenez's level. Mexican international, by the way, and he's 23 years of age. But that one's being linked. It would possibly be about 40 million, so I have my doubts that it's going to happen. Unless Marinakis really gets his wallet out and thinks, yeah, alright, we'll splash 40 million again when we've just been done for FFP last season. I have my doubts that's going to happen for that fee, but we are interested. The next player I should talk about is someone that was linked with us just yesterday from Fabrizio Romano, GALENO. I have a feeling I may have said that right, because I'm just kind of saying it how it looks. He plays for Porto. Again, Porto want about 40 million for this player. So Forest going very, very bold. Does this mean that we're willing to break our transfer record again this window? I mean, possibly. It looks like it, doesn't it? 26 years of age this time. He's a left winger that can also play on the right-hand side. He's Brazilian. Would you believe it? I know. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. Plays for Porto. Again, Porto want about 40 million. So are Forest really willing to break their transfer record based off how much Gimenez and GALENO are valued? Seemingly, yes. Which one is worth 40 million more? I mean, which one do we need more? Probably Gimenez, really, if we're talking more important area to strengthen, striker or winger. I think we need both. Having looked at some of his highlights very briefly, again, it might not be accurate because it's just going to obviously show you the best bits. He's very direct, very quick, likes to take on players, and kind of that classic Brazilian flair is definitely there as well, where he just is very, very skillful. So just literally from what I've seen, that's how I described him. But again, that price, I'm a bit surprised if we pay that much, but I'm just supporting what's being reported. A couple more rumours in. We have got HENDRIK. I think that sounds natural to say it like that. I think that's a nice name. Ciao HENDRIK. He's not Italian though. 27 years of age, and this one is a bit interesting and also a bit concerning. Last season he played 9 times, but he got 5 assists. Very good return, really, but he only played 9 times. That's a bit of an alarm bell. But then he was injured most of the season with a knee injury. Big alarm bell. But then I realised that the season before, and the season before that, and the season before that, he was a regular for Monaco and seemingly very impressive. But before his injury and since his injury, he looks like a good player. It's just he happened to have a long-term injury. If he's over it, then it probably shouldn't be an issue, right? But it does seem a bit weird. If you're going for a player that was injured all of a season, then he must be good when he's not injured, right? But I do kind of feel a bit of a risk at the same time. 1 cap for Brazil as well. Again, having looked at some of his highlights, very good with assists and long balls from out wide, obviously, being a fullback. I can see the reason why you might not trust Toffolo, but I personally do, and I'd like to see Emma Richards get a chance as well. But he's not the only left back we're being linked with. Bradley Locco, who plays for Brest over in France, 22 years of age. He's currently with the French Olympic team at the Olympics. And yeah, he's played twice for the French Olympic team. Big clubs have been linked with him in the past. Not entirely now, but in recent months anyway. Liverpool, Man United, Napoli have shown interest in him. And I have to say, I like the look of both him and HENDRIK, but I think Locco looks even better, honestly. He's very, very quick and direct and has an eye for goal as well for a fullback. Scored some very good goals from what I've seen of him. Looks like a really, really exciting player, honestly. I know the French League isn't the same level as the Premier League, but just based off what I've seen of him. It's worth noting, though, that Brest had an unbelievable season last time, qualifying for the Champions League against all the odds, so he was part of a bit of a formidable team and a bit of a shocking season, really, in a good way, that no one expected them to do as well as what they did. So that's probably a good thing. Again, not sure how likely either of these fullback rumours are, but they're just being reported in recent days, so I thought I'd take a look at them. And I have to mention that Sam Johnstone is also still being linked with Forest. The Athletic reporting this. Wolves, Leicester and Southampton also interested. Apparently he wants to leave Crystal Palace, probably because of Dean Henderson being their number 1 now. It's always going to happen, that really, wasn't it? Having also been injured at times last season, he lost his place as a result of that. Again, I've made my piece very clear about our goalkeeper situation. I don't really think we entirely need to be signing somebody, but a lot of people have been making a point that maybe Nuno doesn't trust Miguel, because he wasn't on the bench in the Olympiacos friendly, and Matt Turner's played more than him in pre-season. Are we just playing him to get Turner out, potentially? To sell him? Maybe, but that's also hindering Miguel's development at Forest. So I'm a bit confused by that, if I'm honest. I think Sam Johnstone would be a clear upgrade on Matt Sells, but I also think at the same time Sells deserves to keep his place. I think it would be unfair on him, but I'm really conflicted with it, because I'm thinking at the same time, okay, Sam Johnstone, like, no-brainer. That's a great signing, right? And great goalkeeper. And he is a great goalkeeper. But I just feel like, do we really need to go for another keeper right now? It's kind of bordering on us signing a player for the sake of it, maybe. Which we haven't really done that much this window. 10 million as well. It's not that much, but I feel we can spend it elsewhere right now, personally. And just to end, I've seen a rumour as well that young Aaron Donley could be leaving Forest, going back to Dundee permanently. He was on loan at Dundee last season as they got into the top 6 of the SPL. He played 21 times for Dundee. Centre-back and a left-back, only 1 senior appearance for Forest. Can you guess what game that was in? Let me know in the comments. But it does look like Dundee want to bring him back permanently with his contract expiring at Forest at the end of this season. Previously been on loan at Port Vale as well. He's a good young player, but I think it's fair to say he's probably never going to make it at Forest, so it probably is worth cashing in on him now. But that's being rumoured. Scott McKenna has found a new club. Of course, he doesn't play for Forest anymore, so he hasn't left Forest to join this club. He was a free agent. But I didn't see this coming. He's ended up joining Las Palmas in Spain. I believe, I'm not sure if they're still in the Liga. They have been in the Liga before, but yeah, that's not a move that I expected. I mean, he played in Copenhagen last season, which I think was a bit of a mixed reception with how he did there. He's gone very, very rogue. I just think it's quite a random transfer, but I'm glad that Scott's got a club at least. And just a little heads up for you all, this Monday I'm going to be going live on the channel for a live pre-season preview. I have done this before, but not for a few seasons, and I do want to do a lot more live streams this season. I did obviously 3 streams for pre-season a few weeks ago, so yeah, there should be a lot more live content this season, starting next Monday with a pre-season preview show where I'm going to get a few guests on as well. So stay tuned to that. Thank you very much everyone for watching this. If you have enjoyed it, then please hit the like button, subscribe to Rads if you're new. And yes, I'll see you soon everyone for another video on the channel. Thank you.